Welcome to another Four Pillars Gaming Battle Report featuring Space Wolves versus Dark Eldar. First time against Dark Eldar, so it should be good. Space Wolves Army. I took advantage of... Okay, first off, let me just tell you, two Wolf Lords, one with Twin Lightning Claws, the other with Thunder Hammer and Storm Shield. Both have Federation Wolves. Two 8-man squads of Grey Hunters with plasma guns, and then I brought some allies with me. Three las cannons, six auto cannons, and Dark Eldar. Here we go.
Okay, that is Lilith Hesperix with a squad of 9 Blood Brides, which will be mounted in a Raider. Then I have the first squad of Cabalite Warriors with Power Weapon, Dark Lance, Blaster, and the other one has Venom Blade, Splinter Cannon, and Shredder. The 5 Reaver Bikes have Heat Lance and a Blaster, Caltrops, and Venom Blade. Then the Razorwing Jet Fighter has Splinter Cannon, 2 Dark Lances, Necrotoxin Missiles, Shatterfield Missiles, and Night Shields and Flicker Fields. Then I have 2 Ravagers with 3 Dark Lances, Night Shields, and Flicker Fields.
Okay, big guns never tires the mission, Hammer and Anvil deployment. We're going to take a look at the Dark Eldar deployment. I didn't really have a whole lot of time to tell you what was in my army. I did bring Creed as a platoon commander. He's in a Chimera with 4 other veterans. I brought a 20-man infantry squad with a commissar to lead it. So there's Dark Eldar deployment. So the sunshine is bleeding the camera, the colors and shadows and whatnot, so bear with us. I don't know how many more we're going to be doing over here with the lighting problem, so we may find a different location. So this is what I'm running here. That's my deployment. I named this slide the Eye of the Storm, because the Eye of the Storm is, you know, always the calmest. So this is kind of calming. Nothing's really happening yet, so walking the board, giving you an idea of what's what, and here we go. Dark Eldar. I decided not to steal initiative, so we're gonna let Dark Eldar take. So we rolled. That was for night fighting, and I believe that means we get night fighting happens. Maybe it's a 4+. I'm not sure. Comment. Let me know what you think, or read the rulebook and comment. So my strategy on this is to pummel away with my long range, issue orders that'll help me get twin linked, heavy weapons, and just kind of wait for him to come to me, I suppose. I wasn't quite sure what to do with my Space Wolves, but let's see what happens here. So he's going to take a pot shot at my Chimera, which has Creed in it. So he rolls to hit, hits it. Strength 8, so he needs 4 to glance, I think. So doesn't do anything. All right. Looks like we got a couple of las cannons. One hits, strength 8 against 11, so it needs that's a penetrating hit. So it gets a +1 to this roll, which is a 2. So, oh, I shot the other one, okay. So, at first I'm using the black dice, but then I switch later on to the black dice represent whole points, red dice will represent, like, whatever has happened to them. So, fails to hit, and so we move on to Space Wolf's turn 1. First thing we do is we're going to roll to see what those those captured points are. So we got a 6 and a 4. And I'm not sure off the top of my head what they do. I will get back to you on that. A 4 is a targeting relay, which allows me to reroll my 1s. A 6 gives me, whenever someone tries to assault that squad, they have their assault range, which is pretty big for me. So we're shooting some mortars. I'm going to be firing on that transport. I think I rolled the issue or the order I issued was for him to re-roll his cover saves, but he's not even going to use his cover because he's got a 5-up and vulnerable, which is just as good as a cover save. So kind of a waste. I should have done twin linked. But anyhow, ripped a whole point, which was cool. Issuing another order. And this is reroll successful cover saves, I believe. So we're rolling, gotta get score 4s to hit. So roll 2 hits and heroically fail. I heroically failed those shots. Okay, so I got Chimera and crew. So I forgot about the heavy bolter, so I'm just shooting my what is it, multi-las or something like that. It's not multi-laser, that's what it's called. Select 1 wound, he fails to save it, so that's the end of my turn. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of the sunlight glaring in on that. Really inconsistent lighting. So we're gonna have to work on that. Bear with us on that while we figure that out. Move it into Dark Eldar turn 2. That's reserves. The first dice roll was to tell us what that mysterious terrain was. So his jet fighter's coming on. He's trying to flank with one of those transports has Lilith in it with her bridesmaids or whatever they're called. I'm not a Dark Eldar player, so forgive me if I get some of this stuff wrong. They're kind of a new race as well, so I don't know them very well. So they're doing their fly over the top of you and slice you ability. So the green one is a special one, so he gets quite a bit of hits, and these are my saves. I'm joking around, pretend I got a 5, but I don't, which completely wipes out my last cannons. So huge victory there for him. Consequently, it'll be hard for that group to get out of there alive, but well worth the sacrifice, I think. Okay, so we're shooting here, got a hit, and fails to do anything. So that Chimera seems to be pretty impenetrable at the moment. Impregnable, whatever. Maybe not impregnable. That might be something else. Okay, so fail my cover save, which means he gets a +1, which is a 5 mobilized. Yes, so that it becomes an immobilized, plus it's stripped away its 1 whole point there. That one is 2, so it can only shoot snapshots. But the other Dark Lance is firing in at me. Fails to penetrate. I have an armor of 11. That would be a 10 that he rolled. So these guys are shooting the missiles. This is the neurotoxin, I think. He's shooting 2 types, which is both of them are awesome, in my opinion. So the first missile kills 3 guys. Second missile he's launching in there. It deviates, but not by much, so he still is going to score, I think, 7 hits. So I forgot to do my lookout, sir, for my commissar, which unfortunately I thought I was playing strategically and had him tucked in the middle, but guardsmen die pretty quick. So there's a bunch of wounds, so as you can see, there goes my commissar. Forgot to do the lookout, sir, so yeah, it's one of those dumb mistakes. He's going to shoot a Dark Lance, I think, is what he's got in there, so yeah, 2 Dark Lances maybe. Anyhow, scores a hit, scores a wound, which instantly vaporizes one of the closer guys to it. Morale check, totally whiff. Their retreat be 4 inches. I kind of nudged the dice. So they're retreating 4 inches. Let's see if I can rally them next turn. Alright, stick around for part 2, which should be coming up fairly soon. Comment, like, all that good stuff.